Everything seems to be in order. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. As always, I'm going to have a link down below in the description box. I credit WWE for piecing this article together. The Bloodline starts off the show with entering the arena with Heyman, wondering where Jacob Fatu is. And Kevin Owens, Orton. Yeah, Kevin Owens. It helps because I have it written there. Cody, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton come out as well. And it was an all-out brawl. It was an all-out brawl. I could easily edit this out or just re-record it. This makes it feel more organic and natural, doesn't it? I'm pulling a Michael Cole, and that's okay. So this brawl actually lasted a little bit, and I really enjoy that. To me, this is how you do it, because to me, it's very unrealistic when you have like a brawl that breaks out, and just for two reasons, it's unrealistic, because you're getting overly sensitive with the situation. It's like, oh my god, two people are starting to punch each other. Meanwhile, you've got bloodbath matches where people are just letting it go, but it's because it's not the time to do it. And the other thing that makes it unrealistic too is the fact that how quickly these mofos are just coming out at the speed of light. And I'm like, I don't think so. This made a lot more sense. That was a piece of detail that I paid attention to. Brawl goes out for a bit. Nick Aldis probably saw it backstage, started getting some people together, and then he comes out. So it makes it more realistic, and it gives the fans what they want, which is some ass kicking. I mean, look at the look on Cody Rhodes' face. I mean, that just says everything. So for me, this was great. And then they took out the security team, so even though they're face, they took out the security team. And then after, again, some time went by, now the NYPD comes out. Ooh, right? That was cool. To me, that was really nice. Then they were seen driving out into the sunset. Well, even though it wasn't, it's an expression. And they never came back. Tiffy time. You could see some of the goosiness that happened there. You could see some of the stuff that went on there. So Tiffy time versus Candice LeRae and Jade Cargill. Nia Jax came out for a little bit, as well as Bianca, to make sure that, you know, nothing was going on too goosey. But Indy Hartwell shoved Jade Cargill into the post, and then that allowed Tiffy time to capitalize, which is good, because with all due respect, and I've been very blunt with the people that I do like, and again, when there is somebody I don't like, it's not on a personal level. And this is where I used to say, and that includes Ryback. But I'm done going on about Ryback, honestly. We unofficially squashed our beef, and I know you might be thinking, you're a pissant little nothing. There's no way Ryback knows who you are. Well, he doesn't, but he knew enough about me to block me, because we actually got into a back and forth a while ago, and now he unblocked me along with thousands of other people. It's not like he just singled me out, but he did unblock a bunch of people. I've now had a couple of back and forths with him civilly, and or not back and forth, sorry. It's been one way. It's just been me commenting on a few things of his, and I just, you know, let it go. Let bygones be bygones, as the expression goes. Water under the bridge, maybe a little bit over the bridge, and I'm just done talking about it. So, nice little match. Tiffy picked up the win. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I'm glad Candice LeRae didn't get that win. Okay? I'm glad it was going to be either Tiffy or Jade Cargill. Between the two, I think I like them equally. They're really talented. Santos Escobar versus LA Knight versus Logan Paul with some NBA players. I'm not going to lie and pretend like I know what's going on here. But there's a couple of NBA players, and they did some like, hey, you want some of this? And it ended up nothing came about it. I felt like that was a missed opportunity. But LA Knight picked up the win. So there's that, because it was Escobar, LA Knight, and Logan Paul. And yeah, I mean, it was entertaining, but the whole NBA player thing, again, you see, I'm shitting on the men now. Complete wasted opportunity, because absolutely nothing came of it. Not even like a little scuffle, like absolutely just nothing, just a lot of, and that was it. So you see, forget that. This made me happy. Naomi Indy Hartwell, something Davenport. I'm just being honest with you. I completely forget. Blair Davenport. I cheated because I looked over here. Naomi picked up the win. And I'm glad about that. And I think Davenport's pretty good. Indy Hartwell seems a bit awkward to me. And Naomi, for me, I don't know. Some people, they totally, really dunk hard on Naomi. I really, really like Naomi. I think she's just incredible in the ring. And I just feel like she has a genuine, this is going to sound really tacky and corny, but she seems to have a genuine positive glow to her, literally. And it's just like, I like it. I like it. So this makes me happy. Really, really on board with this. Again, Blair Davenport, don't know too much about her, but she seems pretty decent from what I've seen so far. And then, well, that's pretty much it. And I'm going to make a separate video on this later, just because it gives me an excuse to talk about it. Although I could potentially... No, I won't. The Bloodline attacked Paul Heyman. So this, to me, was pretty good. I'll talk about it briefly, but I want to leave enough stuff to talk about in the next video. So the Bloodline came out to do a ceremony. Honestly, I thought it was going to honor Roman Reigns' father, who passed away. And as Heyman did, my name is Paul Heyman, and blah, 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 blah. Solo wanted the mic. He brings out Jacob Fatu, asks everybody in the Bloodline to acknowledge him. Okay? And they did. And then they asked Paul Heyman. Well, not they. Solo asked Paul Heyman to acknowledge him, and he brought out the red thing. You know, the red thing. Whatever that thing is called. I forget what it's called, the thing that Roman Reigns used to wear. And Paul Heyman said, "You're not my tribal chief." Oh, snap. I was really hoping somebody was going to come out to help, but they had gone. Cody, you know, all of them, they're just gone. So there was no Jey Uso there. There was no Jimmy Uso. That could have been a pretty good opportunity for him to come and save face. But it didn't happen. And never mind what happened. Well, I mean, not never mind. Never mind like what happened to Paul Heyman. Acknowledge Paul Heyman. Because, of course, from a scripted perspective, he allowed this to happen. And this could be kind of a scary thing. He's, you know, an older gentleman. Not exactly a fighter. And learning how to take those bumps properly that he took, you know, the Solo Sikoans, but he probably didn't have to do much. That's all on Solo to make sure he doesn't actually jam his trachea with the Solo Sikoan spike. Remember, he's Samoan, he's Sikoan. You blend that shit. Work with me, folks. Okay? That's what you get. Remember, if you give this video a thumbs down. But you go ahead and do that if you didn't like the video. So, yeah. So that happened. What's going to happen next? Oh, shit, that's the part I don't want to tell you. Because I don't know, but I like to speculate with the what-if scenario. And the whole 11-minute ordeal, by the way, you can watch if you didn't see it. To me, this was cinema again, because it's seeding that next thing, that next situation, next scenario that's going to happen. I cannot wait to see what happens next week on SmackDown. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet and under 10 minutes. Thumbs up if you did like the video, as it does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm and trying to make me a little bit more relevant in search results when people are looking shit up on the internet. And if you didn't like it, I've already covered that. And remember, it's your thumb in the rectum, not mine. Okay? Still can't get over that person that was like, "Bro, why would you want to put your thumb in my..." Whoa! Leave your fetishes out of this. I'm trying to keep this all things wrestling. Okay? Not all things you see on Pornhub. Okay? Hopefully that word alone didn't get me canceled. Because, you know, the world that we live in nowadays. I'm just going to stop talking. And if you do want to subscribe and I didn't lose you already, naturally that would be fantastic. But if not, trust me, I get it. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I shall see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.